Ash trees are the second most common tree in the United Kingdom, but a disease is threatening to wipe out up to 80% of them. More than 1 million ash trees are under threat from the fungal disease that could damage the UK's tree planting scheme to meet its carbon net zero target by 2050. Here's our next report.
This beautiful landscape has inspired painters and poets alike. But this predominantly ash woodland in Hackfall, located in North Yorkshire, is set to be radically transformed by a disease that could kill 80% of the ash trees. Ash dieback is a disease that originated in Asia, but it is said to have a profound effect on trees in the United Kingdom. According to the Woodland Trust, 80% of ash trees across the UK are predicted to be affected with ash dieback, at a cost of billions for the management of the crisis. The effects will be staggering. It will change the landscape forever and threaten many species which rely on ash.
So ash dieback is a fungal disease that actually originated in Asia, and it's travelled all the way across Europe and into the UK through global trade, and it's affecting a significant number of our ash trees. There's about 126 million ash trees across the UK, and the disease is expected to infect about 80% of those, so it's a really significant proportion of our native ash trees.
Experts warn that there will be a knock-on effect on all of the diverse life dependent on those trees. This is known as an extinction cascade effect. Trees infected with ash dieback might show symptoms such as a grey-brown bark, dieback of the shoots, leaves shedding early in the season, and new growth sprouting lower down the trunk in stressed trees.
Most of the ash have got some infection here and some severe that have actually completely killed the trees. It seems to be more apparent in the lower slopes where it gets a slightly damper climate, so the sort of fungal activity is generally higher in some of the damp valleys, and that's where we've seen such a lot of trees die off in this lower area.
The expert has found evidence of ash dieback on the tiny saplings, which could have become the next generation of ash trees at Hackfall. But for now, their future looks pretty much uncertain. At first sight, it is not obvious that the saplings are diseased. But after examining the brownish-grey colour of the branches, it is a clear sign. 60% of the trees at Hackfall are ash. So it's not hard to imagine that the effect the disease will have on the woodland here. Ash trees infected with ash dieback are at much greater risk of falling over. So there is a risk to the public walking on the footpaths. There is nothing for it but to cut the tree down. Trees away from footpaths are likely to remain, although cutting a tree down will not prevent ash dieback from spreading. But it is having a major impact on the look of the woodland. The spores of the ash dieback fungus can travel for up to 10 miles on a wind, so the disease clearly spreads really fast. There are few ash woodlands in the UK as pretty as Hackfall, but the sheer number of trees that could be potentially lost across the UK is a matter of grave concern. For now, forest estate managers can only watch and monitor the dieback. Until the time our world tries to tackle the ongoing climate crisis, the risk of diseases like ash dieback will be a constant threat. Bureau Report, WION World is One.